height is so important to so many women, right? So the percentage of men that are over 6 feet tall in North America, does anybody want to take a guess at what percentage of men are over 6 feet tall?
We can start here and then work our way.
Yeah. Just real quick.
What do you think?
Nigga, I want to say over 6% of whatever. I'm sorry. I would say about 4 to 7%.
4 to 7%. What do you think?
Probably like 12 to 15.
12 to 15.
Like 20%.
Okay.
Maybe 5.
What do you say?
I'm going with 30.
30?
25.
25?
20.
20?
11.
It's really interesting that even the girls who think that 4% of the men are over 6 feet tall and still want men over 6 feet, it's like that you think that you're a statistical anomaly or something. Like, how do you, that's 2 standard deviations outside the norm. It's 14% are over 6 feet tall. And once you get to like 6'3", it's like, we're talking 1%.
Oh, wow.
You guys got that now? So that's one of the factors in who we're going to choose. The next factor is your income. So let's go here to Dr. Tomasi
There we
right
go.
here.
Okay.
So let's do 70,000 and let's do 100,000.
Okay, this is for 100,000. I already did this one. Okay, so not married, any race, because we had such a variety of race.
Yeah.
I can go.
Let's go different races too.
Okay, well, at least 6 foot tall, not obese, earning $100,000 per year, up to 100,000.
Does anybody want to take a guess what percentage of men would be available?
We can start here and then work our way this way. So one more time for them: the percentage of men that are 6 feet and make $100,000 per year.
Yeah, well, I would presume not married. So like, unless you guys are after married,
not married, not obese.
I'm going to say 2%.
Not obese.
2%. Okay.
Like 10.
10%. 10%.
At least 6 foot tall.
Dang. 10%. Okay. Go ahead.
5.
5%.
4.
4.
10%.
5%.
5%.
1%.
It is 2.23%.
Oh, wow.
It is
fraction of 1%.
It is 1/5 of 1%. And we haven't even gotten into the race part again. So do you guys understand? Like now it just becomes a little bit harder to find that dude that you guys are looking for. Okay. Right.
And it was actually, what was the actual percentage?
0.23%.
Okay.
Okay. So can we try black and white? Let's just try black and white.
At 100,000? What do you want?
Yeah. Let's at 100,000.
100,000.
Wait, that was just for 70K?
That was for 100,000.
Oh, that's for 100,000? Okay.
100,000.
You want to try, let's just 70 real quick. Let's just 70 real quick.
Yeah, because a lot of you ladies said $70,000 a year. So 70,000. Do you want us to pull up our delusion calculator?
I got it right here. I got it in my hand right here. All right, not married. Not married. Black man, at least 6 foot tall, not obese, earning $70,000 per year.
Well, I think she did 100,000. Is that it?
I said 70,000.
Okay, no, 100,000. So black man doing that. Anybody want to take a guess? What percentage?
You're crushing our dreams.
It is 1/10 of 1%. It is 0.095% of men that would fit into that category.
This is all census data.
Can we do all races in 100,000?
Sure.
This is from the U.S. Census. This is, by the way.
So I put the age range within 20 and 30.
Yeah. By the way, the U.S. Census is obviously red pilled at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
these are very accurate statistics from the U.S. population.
No, 100,000.
We already did that.
No, we haven't done 100,000. Oh, did we?
That was the first one.
Okay, so we did 70,000.
Okay, let's do 70.
Okay. Let's do 70,000. Let's make it easy. 70,000, 5'10".
5'10".
And any race.
Okay.
So now let's be more realistic and let's just see what the numbers are.
5'10". What's that?
Okay. Here we go.
5'10".
5'10".
Makes $70,000
Not married,
a year.
any race.
Not married, any race, and not obese.
Not
Anybody want to
obese,
guess?
earning 70,000 per year.
Anybody want to take a guess? What do you think?
18.
18%.
10%.
10%.
15.
15?
12.
What do you think?
10%.
What do you think?
7%.
Yeah.
20.
20?
3%.
Guys, we went below 100,000. We went below 6 feet tall. It is 1.5% of men that you guys are describing. Now, here's the thing. Here's the reason why we bring this up. I love the looks on your face, by the way. I'm sorry.
Now that we know the numbers pretty much.
Sorry to crush your dreams. But the first part is that number. Now, the second part is, can you get this guy to, 1, have sex with you, 2, be in a relationship with you, 3, be in a relationship with you and not cheat? Now, those numbers get even progressively lower, right? No, I'm not trying to here to make you guys depressed. I am trying to here to like let you guys know the reason why these numbers seem so out of skew. You want to know why? What percentage of men have had 0 sexual partners in the last year? Take a guess. Go ahead. We'll start over here. What percentage of men have had 0 sexual partners in the last year?
I want to say.
Think about Brad and Tyrone and all the other dudes that you've met. Those good-looking dudes. What percentage have had 0 sexual partners?
Your kid's Felipe.
I want to say like 40%.
40% of men have had 0 sexual partners.
Yes, because ever since COVID happened, I just noticed more people get lazy, and obviously gaming.
Got it.
As well.
Oh yeah, video game. That's an interesting observation. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with like A half of 1%.
Half of 1%.
So dudes are smashing
knocking it down.
So
Okay.
all guys,
Go ahead.
They're going crazy.
it might be easier if we ask them what percentage of guys do you think are sexually active.
All
You
of
think that
them.
will work?
That are sexually active?
They've had at least one sexual partner in the last year.
Maybe like 80%.
80%, so that 20 would be there. Go ahead. What's it?
90%. These
90%.
dudes are smashing.
Okay, go ahead.
I would say 100%.
100%.
100%.
Like 98%.
Okay, cool. 33% of men have zero sexual partners in the last year between the ages of 18 and 30. 33. That number used to be 12% a decade ago.
Oh, wow.
What's changed in the last decade or so? Can anybody think of anything that's changed?
Technology.
Yeah,
Yeah,
social
social
media. Exactly. It is a one-to-one correlation, a linear correlation to social media. As the Facebook app was introduced to the iPhone, the number of men with zero sexual partners skyrocketed like a hockey stick. So it went from 12% and now it's all the way up to, right now it's probably around 33%. Okay. The average number of sexual partners a North American man has in his whole life. You want to take a guess?
How many sexual partners?
Yeah. How many
they
sexual
have?
partners that is a whole life?
Maybe like 8.
I love this. Go ahead.
Like 50 plus.
50 plus. This is what I'm waiting for. This is what I'm waiting for.
Their
Yes.
body count
kind of
has
guy.
to be, it's probably
Optimistic.
like higher than their age. Like, you know, like
Higher than their age? No,
Yeah.
just their whole life.
like
They die at 80. How many partners they have?
like 30
Whole
or
life?
40.
30 or 40? Go ahead.
150.
150?
Yeah, I would agree.
These man
Around
whores.
50.
50?
I would say like 15.
15?
I'm going to go with like 100.
100?
120.
That's a lot of people.
Depends. Or do they have money or not?
No. All North
Average.
American males, what percentage of them have at least, how many sexual partners they have before they die?
10 to 12.
10 to 12. The number is 7. Oh, yeah, look at you. Yes,
I
because
don't believe it.
yes, and it's funny because I knew what you were going to say because you work in bottle service and the hosts that you work with have all been with hundreds of women.
Right.
And you think that's representative of women, but you forget that the guy who gave you your drive-through, the 5'5" Filipino dude who gave you your drive-through is also a man, right? The cashier at Walmart is also a man. But you, in your mind, if I were to take you to Walmart and point to the guy stocking the shelves and be like, who's he fucking? You'd be like, oh, fuck, you don't see it. Does that make sense? If you were to, it's all men. It's not just it's not just Brock the bartender. It's also Alex the accountant. Does that make sense? And this is where people get out of whack because they start thinking like all men are over 6 feet tall. All men make $100,000. All men have been with hundreds of women. When the reality of the situation is like, not, by the way, that 33% of men not having zero sexual partners is a lie. It's way higher than that actually. And the mean is 7. Ladies, who here knows a guy who's been with over 200 men?
With men?
Wait,
Yeah, 200 women. 200 women. 200 women. You guys know a guy
50%
that's
of them
been
are
with
gay,
over
right?
200 women.
No.
Probably somewhere close.
You know?
Yeah.
You know
I
some?
don't know.
You know some?
I don't
You don't
know.
know
Triple
any
digits.
dudes that's been with 200 women? And you work in OF? And you film on OF? That's incredible.
Yeah, maybe. No, I don't think so. I don't think I know
No.
anyone.
Okay.
That's been
I know a
with
fat
those.
kid in
No.
Brazil with
That's crazy.
1,580.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I
that's
haven't
crazy.
asked.
And I think he hasn't paid for 10 of them. That's funny.
At least 4 of them.
Okay, so the reality is you guys do, but you probably just didn't know. That's the reality. So it's really interesting when I hear women say this because a lot of times when women are exposed to very high status men consistently, they start believing all men are like that, and then they walk by the guy in the grocery store and don't even notice, not even that he's sexually viable, that he's even a man or that he exists at all. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so that's essentially what happens. So you see how like your view of these things, and then I told you 1.5% of men make $70,000 a year and are even 5'10". Isn't that crazy? Right. And then now here's the other thing. What would that do? Those 1.5% of men, do you think they're getting more attention or less attention?
More attention.
They're waiting for you to tell them.
Less.
They're getting less attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
When they
Well,
give me more.
But I mean, that can go the same for women. Like if I came on here and I said I had a body count of 7, how many people would believe me?
None.
Double it.
I would put
Yeah, well, I mean, let's go around the table real fast. Let's and this is not you. I'm saying if you take the average, let's say 25-year-old woman, right, unmarried, went to college and maybe has a career or whatever. What do you think her body count is? We could start here and then work our way. Average 25-year-old woman, single, no kids.
Do you
Unmarried.
have a statistic for that?
Go ahead.
Do you have a statistic for that?
No,
And
you
this
don't.
isn't representative of you. It's just the women that you know in your life or women that you've come across in general. What do you think their body count is?
So people that I know personally.
Or you've heard of or whatever in general from your experiences. 25 years old, unmarried, single, no
Ballpark
kids.
estimate.
What do you think their body count is?
And let me start off. I don't know these women's like that. I know them from Miami.
Just give us the number.
Just give the number, girl.
At
Don't be
least
scared.
like 200, 300.
Damn.
Wait, no. A
No.
woman with 300 men that they've
That's
had
crazy.
sexual intercourse with.
Yes.
That's a whole school girl.
You're thinking that's average?
Really?
This is madness. You think the
I
average
said
woman
sp-
has had
like-
sex with 300? Is there a woman in here who's even close to
If
300?
you think about it, think about it, right? 25. If you fuck one man a day, that's 365 already.
Who's fucking one man
Yeah,
a day?
you don't have another sex
But
girl.
Someone
there's
that's
also
horny.
prostitutes. There's people that get paid. There's sex trafficking. Like there's a lot of things that can play into
We said
it.
average girl, not average. All right, that's fine. We'll move on. That's fine. What about you? What do you think the average girl is? 25 years old.
Jesus
Throw her
Christ.
body
She's right
count.
about the demographics about the region, though.
Wow.
I'm gonna say like 7.
7?
Wait,
Um,
bodies?
Yeah.
Okay.
probably like 10.
10.
Yeah, I would say the average is 10. Yeah, I would say the same 10.
Really, ladies?
Not me personally.
But at the
I'll
same
say,
time,
I'm gonna say like 12.
10.
Like
12?
12, 13.
You know what?
What did you say?
But at the same time, it doesn't matter. Like,
Wait,
if
what was your number first?
I said 10.
You said 10?
Yeah, but my reasoning for that is because it doesn't matter. You're gonna look at a woman, you're gonna assume, oh,
Right.
she probably got 20 bodies, 100 bodies on her.
Don't
it
let her
doesn't
be
matter.
pretty.
I could tell you I have one body, you still won't believe it.
Yeah, but that's
Right.
that. We'll get to the
Right.
reason why that's actually relevant. Go ahead.
Same thing, like 5 to 10 range.
You think, okay.
Yeah.
A girl's
Do-
25 years old, not married, whatever, 5 to 10?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about you?
I said like 12.
Wow.
Do you have numbers on this?
No, I always like to ask that to see kind of where they are. But it's interesting because that number is actually higher than the male.
Yeah,
average.
of course. I mean, I thought that was
easier for
And,
women.
and that's what they, and that's, you know, the funny part is that's what they think. And we all know that women underreport their sexual partners.
yes, and men overreport their
Yes.
sexual partners and then become dating coaches.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we totally know about that.
So that's an interesting point as well.